G'day YouTube and welcome to Greer's Great Aussie Adventures. I'm Ray, the blind traveller. This is my wife Em and our daughter Isabel. We travel Australia full time, living life on the road and want to share our travels with you guys. So make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, tune in every Saturday at 3 and come along for the adventure. G'day guys, welcome back to a very belated video.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's been a bit since we've done one. We just didn't want to put up shit basically, filling in time. But we have been busy. We haven't even picked up the camera doing any of this stuff, so there's been a lot of transformations, a lot of stuff's happened.
Yeah, sorry about that too.
So, but oh well, you just don't want to see us building shit anyway, right?
No.
But we are nearing the end. We're hopefully nearly finished.
Yeah. The countdown is on now.
Yeah. So, I guess, actually before we do,
yeah.
the draw that we're doing for our 1,000 subscribers, we were going to draw at the start of February. February, I think it was. But we've decided to leave it until right before we leave here, because there's no point in rushing into where we're going.
While we're still here.
While we're still here, and it leaves it open for longer to get more people entering, I guess, giving us ideas and all that sort of stuff. So don't forget to jump back to that video and leave in the comments where you want us to go. Go watch that one and enter it.
If you already have and you've got another place in mind, go chuck it on there.
Yeah, but we are sort of liking where everyone's at. Everyone's basically recommending south.
South, the snow.
Yeah. Tassie.
Yeah.
But yeah, so pretty excited about that. But without further ado, let's show what we've done on the Jeep.
Maybe start at the front.
We'll start at the front of the Jeep. Why we did this bit, I don't know, but I think it looks better.
This is just
ugly.
Isabel don't like it.
Sorry, she hasn't long got out of bed. It is still a little bit.
But we've modified the front bar, so the hoop's gone now.
Yep.
The winch is gone, but it didn't work anyway. So in where the winch was, I've got another transmission cooler. Yeah. It was one that was in the back, which I think was making the tranny run hotter. But that's gone now, and we've Raptored that. That's my first experience using Raptor. Look, it goes on really well. It works exactly like they say, but it is friggin' dear and doesn't cover real far.
Yeah, you need a lot to do
like
a
that,
little.
That would have been 2 tins just to do, like 2 pressure packs just to do that front bar.
And that was the cheaper can, I can't remember what it was called now, wasn't it?
Protector or something, heavy duty protector I think it was called. The single, this is the 1K, the single pack stuff.
Yeah, because the
2-pack was $100 a tin.
$109.95
for the 2-pack aerosol.
Tin, and you need
but
2.
I think that it makes it look a lot cleaner.
Except for the dirt, Ray. That's Ray's shoe prints on it at the minute. We should.
Oh, where I kicked it on.
Yeah. Shoe prints on either side.
That's been done.
Yep.
Now on the back here, we so yes, we were looking at going a China canopy, but I didn't like them, and we figured why spend $3,000 on a temporary canopy that we didn't like when we could spend $1,000 on a second-hand canopy that's a hell of a lot better built, still temporary, but it actually fits the car. So we found this one on Facebook. It's a jack-off canopy. It had no floor or anything in it, so we had to put a floor in it. But here we go. So that air was $1,000. $1,000 off Facebook. Comes with all the jack-off legs and everything. They're just on the ground over here. Actually, we had to extend them 400 mil because the car they were on was a lot lower. So it comes with the jack-off legs. So while we were building it, it was all so easy to do. It's actually really well made, very strongly made.
Oops, it's a little messy inside.
Yeah, it's very messy inside. We got the timber floor. I had to put joists and everything in the floor. Just want to open that other door, let some light in.
It's a little bit dark in there, isn't it?
But yeah, put some joists in the floor to support it. But all the frame, it's got an internal skeleton, so all the internal frame is all like 4mm aluminium box, and then it's all 3mm aluminium sheet around it. So it's still light, like I can lift it, but it's strong enough made. I think it's going to last us. And the benefit was it's 2 meters wide, so it pretty well matches our tray beautifully.
Perfect.
Yes, it's low, and yes, the angle doesn't match the cab, but for a temporary thing,
It's perfect.
It's perfect. But we got our 12-volt wall done. So we got all that done the other day. We got lights up in the roof here and our lights on the back.
Yeah.
That's basically, and our drawer fridge. I don't think we've shown that yet either. So I'll give you a look at that. We haven't done a review on that one yet. It's not the King's one. I told you it was going. I told you the King's one weren't lasting.
They went straight away.
They went straight away.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is our canopy. So
Yeah.
you'll see it's a little bit lower. But with the solar panels and everything, it still keeps our roof height of the cab as our high point. And
Yeah.
it's the exact width of this face here. So I'm just putting flat bar along there, bolt and bolt to mount it all. And then on the back, we've just got a piece of oiled marine ply as our tray, bordered with aluminium.
Sorry, it's dirty with ants on it.
Is there ants on it?
Yeah, there is. Look at them.
See ants. But anyway,
Oh,
that's our big tray, guys. It's basically a 1200 tray, 1700 canopy. We've got our lights on the back that we had before.
Yeah.
Spare tyres on the back.
Same deal.
And then on the top is Max Tracks
And
and our solar panel.
mm-hmm.
And then around this side, this is where our other fridge is going to go here. I'll explain that in a second. And then there's going to be a box over the top with our travel buddy up top. Chairs all fit in here. Smoker the other side. It all seems to fit in really well.
Yeah.
But this is the Oz Trail 20 litre fridge. They came out, they were only out like a month or something, I think. And there
I
was
don't think it was even a month. It was a very short period of time.
a huge mistake in marketing. It was marketed as a 30 litre fridge, but it was only actually a 20 litre fridge. So they've had to pull it back off the market, rebadge it, remarket it, and then they're coming back out.
Getting released, which is supposedly
Any
anywhere
minute.
from now.
Yeah, so we're holding out for another one of them.
Yeah.
If they don't come out by the time we leave, it'll probably just end up being a brass monkey or something.
I want matching fridges, but
She wants two the same. But I'll do a review on that one because it is a billion times better than the King's one.
And we've been using it now for
A while now,
a month or two now, solid. It's been on in the
so I'm not going to
car.
give like a longevity review, but just an instant review.
First impressions.
But I'm running two King's control panels. Just because it's going to be free. There's fridge, lights, four lights, compressors.
All the lights are individual.
All the cab, everything, so there's more than 6 components. So there, you probably saw them on the 12-volt wall. We got 2 control boxes up top there. But that's all hooked up, working. But yeah, so that's our temporary, permanent canopy.
Permanent for a while.
The fact that it's jack off, I couldn't believe that. Like when we saw it on Facebook and it was sitting on jack off legs, it was like.
And the fact that there was nothing wrong with it. I'll just quickly say, Ray, we'll come back to it all probably in a minute, but lately off Facebook.
Oh yeah, when you see what else we've scored.
Absolute stellar run on Facebook lately.
So it started with this.
It's fantastic.
And then we'll get to the rest when we get there. But yeah, so we've insulated the roof, we started insulating the wall, we just got to get more to do the doors and everything, but so far so good.
Yeah.
It's all working beautifully. Fuel fillers will be getting done. Probably
Probably our next update. It'll be
our next update video. I've got to get
real time.
It's going to tell you
at
what,
the end of
guys.
the
These fillers are going to be very high tech. These are. If you've seen a car in the 1920s, it'll have a similar fuel filler. So our fuel tank's under here, the rear fuel tank. There's going to be a cap right there, which goes straight into the fuel tank. And there's going to be one on the other side that goes straight into the front fuel tank. That's our fuel fillers.
Nice and simple.
Yeah, and it'll work. But yeah, so that's our canopy. We're wrapped with it so far, so good. All right, and now to show the van.
The van.
The van has come forward leaps and bounds, guys. I hope you like it as much as we do. It's just here. So here we go. Here's the new front of our Caravan, of our Jayco expander. So obviously we've closed in all the front. Where the hinge was, all across here, took all the hinge out. We've made basically the bottom, the frame, this external frame onto the actual door follow around. We've got our 1450 550 Dometic. Shitty Dometic window.
We're not sure what species is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, we got it off Facebook.
It's another one of our bargains, guys. $300.
It was awesome.
And that includes the blind and the
all the inside part. I can
screen
just look
on
at
the
that.
inside.
Because we didn't go into detail about the mattress in the window. No.
I think so.
So.
No, because that's all happened since we last spoke.
So I'll go into that in a sec. We'll go stand in the shade. But I'll use the spare tyre on the front now.
Yep.
And our hose, everything's in here.
Yes.
We've got to put a vent on the bottom here. There's already a vent inside.
Yep.
That's nothing there.
No.
So our gas bottles will now be inside. So gas bottles in here now. I've got a wire.
Yep.
Got a gas sniffer, LPG sniffer. We're going to wire that up tomorrow. But yeah, so gas bottles are now inside. It saves, just drop it down. It saves a lot of room on the drawbar. Enough for our spare tyre. So, like I said, we had the spare tyre on the back of the Jeep, but the 2 spare tyres on there look silly, so it's back on here. So that's the front. We love it. I think it looks so much more caravan-y. So we're going to the window.
Yeah.
Originally.
Oh, sorry.
Originally, we had ordered more of these wind-out. Let's have this shade.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good idea.
More of the wind-out Chemec windows. I'm pro wind-out windows. You would have saw that on our Jeep canopy and on this. Reason for that being the fly screen is 100% fly screen, just like a house. It's got the ribbing around it. Bugs can't get in. It's impossible. Being wind-out, you can lock it wherever you want, and it's locked there. Yeah. So if big gusts of wind come, it stays there. It can never get torn out, pushed around. It can never be opened from outside. There's a lot of selling points to it, which the Dometic just doesn't have. The Dometic basically has no upsides in my point. The reason we have that, it was cheap on Facebook, and the debacle we're about to get to.
Tell you about.
So we ordered our Chemec window in the start of December.
Yeah.
We were told 8 weeks. We were told 8 weeks for manufacturing, so yep, sweet, cool.
Give or take a week or so being
Christmas,
right?
Come the start of February, it was due the end of February, so come the start, we just emailed to touch base and we're told it'd be another few months. 2 months to be precise.
We'd be waiting till at least April.
Yeah.
At least.
So I said, well, that's just not good enough. In this circumstance, and let alone if a window breaks and we need to replace it, we're not going to wait 5 to 6 months for a window.
Yeah.
That's just a joke. So we thought, righto, we'll go to the Aussie Traveller.
Yeah.
Which is the same wind out, same fly screen, same sort of deal. And we were told that they ship out in 5 days. 5 business days. Biggest downfall to the Aussie Traveller, they don't have the inside fascia. Yeah. So all your cut and the internal of your wall, you need to try and make something to hide all that, or it's just exposed. I didn't believe their 5 days, so I rang Aussie Traveller themselves and said, this is the window I want, and then they told me, no, we don't have them in stock. It'll be, they said a month, maybe something like a month. And I was like, well, no. We'd have been waiting 2 months.
Yeah.
So Em jumped on Facebook, and they are Dometic windows everywhere on Facebook. Mainly, I think, because they're shit.
Oh yeah.
They are everywhere.
And ranging from $200 up.
Yeah.
Like
we got this thing, $300, brand new, never even been fitted.
It's not been fitted. It's just been sitting in their shed. They were doing up a bus, and then they changed their mind, and it's just been sitting there.
But I'll show you the outside problem that I was talking about, then I'll show you the inside. So the problem with the outside with Dometics is, so window sits there nicely, right? A gust of wind comes, window's shut. Now with my old man's van, a gust of wind a little bit too strong came and lifted it and tore it out of the hinge across the top. Problem with that being, yes, you can buy a new window, which is what, $400, the actual lens.
Yes, depending on the size.
But his window, they didn't make that size anymore. So then they had to actually rip
they had
to rip all the side of the van off, change all the window frame, put a bigger window. It was like an $18,000 job through insurance to replace one window.
One window.
So that's the problem with the actual window. Number two.
Tell them about. Can you tell them?
Yeah.
Because if you show them.
So inside here, your fly screen, just here, you can pull that and all your bugs, it just sits on the sides there, so all your bugs can still get around it. So they're fly-ish screens, and the fact you got to open the fly screen.
I was going to say, my gripe is you've got to open the window. If you're like in bug infested and it starts raining and you need to shut your window, you've got to completely open and expose the Caravan to shut the window.
Or do I just come outside?
Oh.
So if we need to close it, I just run outside and close
Quickly
it.
flee, because it is, in all honesty, like, because this is our first experience trying to release those clip things and not have the blind go and like make this god awful snap sound when it like hits the top.
They're a massively flawed window.
It's like a two-person job.
Like I said, we did not buy it because we like it. We didn't buy it because we want other people to buy it. They're rubbish.
No, we bought it because it was literally the best option at the time.
And we can get it now.
Yes, no waiting.
So that's that done. Rear bar's gone, you know that.
Yeah, that was already done.
The awning will be going before we leave here. That'll be gone. It's cactus. We had a run in on the way here. Yeah, way here. We were coming through a suburb here. Little tiny narrow road. People had their wheelie bins on the road, like over the white line. Car coming the other way, we had no choice. We clipped their wheelie bin. It tore all the front leg of the awning. It's bent the drum, so the awning no longer works. So the awning will be gone.
I would just say that was at a pretty low speed because
because of the road was really narrow, and
I can't believe how extensive
it was. We were probably on 40,
if that. It was not fast. And it was
but
just
the wheelie bins were well over where a white line would be. They were well in our lane, and like if we couldn't swerve because there was a car.
Did try and slow down, but
so it's
still clipped the front.
I've had this in pieces, so it's a lot better now. But this is all caved in. This piece is bent, and the actual internal of the drum is bent, so it doesn't roll anymore. It tore all the leg off the van here. But yeah, so awnings.
To say, I don't think they're built all that strong.
No. So
didn't
awnings.
Take much of a knock.
Our brand new awning is going in the bin.
Yeah.
And for $1,500, we can't warrant that as a priority.
Not for the amount we use it as well. Like
where we are, we don't want shade. We're in the cold.
Yeah, and give or take where we go, an awning is not a huge priority. 99% of the places we go, there is a beautiful big shade tree that we can park along. So
$1,500 is a lot of fuel.
It's a lot of fuel. It's a lot of shit to go and see and do, and
so
something to provide shade, which we can find naturally.
So when you see the awning gone,
don't freak
that's
out.
why.
All right.
Inside.
The next thing that's happened. Yeah, can you hear the buzzing?
Yeah, buzzing. I think it's Bob down there.
Possibly.
On the posi track. Alright guys, let's go inside. Oh, I turned the camera around, you see that? Righto, so in here, nothing's changed here. We've partially 3/4 moved back in, so Isabel's end is all set up. I have bed still down because we're not eating and everything in here yet, but here we go. So our bed is done. The mattress is it's not permanent, but it's a 220mm latex memory foam mattress. It was a
with
king, so we could
blue cool topper and everything. Like,
the gel topper mattress. And that. It was a king. We had to get a king to be able to cut it to size.
To the size we need.
A queen was just too small, but that was free.
Free, guys.
Not even used. Like they got it for their spare room and never used it. It had the factory mattress cover and then like a big, thick, heavy, glorified mattress cover. But that's our bed done. Diesel heater's all hooked up here.
Oh, sorry, I'm probably blocking the way.
I've got a mesh along the edge of the battery box there, so that's all vented across the whole front of the battery box. I've got to make a fascia for down here to cover all that there. So there's going to be a trim to cover all that. And during the day when we're sitting at the table, all our bedding, pillows and doona fit down that end perfectly. Just hold that for a sec.
I can definitely do that for you.
I'll just rip the sheet off.
See, this is why I didn't make the bed today, guys, because it was going to get pulled apart.
So, under here, we've got a table with our map on it already, so that's all done.
Yeah.
That's all back to normal. And obviously this is our lift out piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, so mattress is too high. It's like well too high. When you're sitting at the table, you're sitting right at it.
70 mil too high.
Yeah, we need a 150 mattress, but this will get us out of trouble until one pops up.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spend a fortune on a brand new one, then it's not the density, the comfort level we want.
Yeah, so that's always the hard part too. We did go to Clark Rubber and have a look at a heap of mattresses, but they feel really different when you're sitting here doing this.
To when you actually sleep on it.
And you spend the night on it. So that's why I thought free mattress on Facebook or cheap mattress on Facebook.
It'll get us out of trouble.
And we can work our way through to work out exactly what's going to work for us until we find the perfect fit.
But diesel heater's hooked up, so vent's just here. I did do that.
Yep.
Right beside that,
just a second ago.
We've got to cut the hole for the fire extinguisher holder.
Oh, it must be. Yeah, I was going to say not here.
But yeah, so that's all done. All our switch panel here is completely finished.
Yep. With the new additions of the
diesel
water
heater,
tank, the diesel heater, the 240 power.
Yeah, the 240 power point. That's where our battery monitor used to be. But I've changed that to a power point because the battery monitor was from when we had lead batteries. And it just showed voltage and that sort of useless stuff with lithium.
Pretty obsolete for us now.
So the power point's good. The TV lifter switch is still there. Oh yeah, TV's not in here yet. I've put the bar in, so that post there is where the TV bracket will go.
And for anyone that wants to say, oh, it's going to block your window. So anyone that knows our old Caravan, as soon as we were up watching the TV, it was blocking the window anyway. The only time it didn't block it was when we were travelling and we weren't in here anyway.
These old generation Chemec windows, that's as far as they open anyway, so you don't really get breeze through them as such. The new ones, the new ones are 50 degree, they're wicked.
Yeah.
But these ones are shit anyway. Like in an ideal world, I would close that wall off and fiberglass that in and put the window, the big window here. But at the end of the day, it's not worth it.
For now, no.
But yeah, TV lifter switch is still there, which I don't know if other people have done this. If you haven't, I think it's an awesome way to go about it. So instead of having a manual valve on our water tank, which we used to have to change from tank to tank, so on this we've got a 100 litre back tank and a 200 litre front tank. So instead of getting under now and switching the valve, I was going to get a fuel solenoid like I got in the Jeep, but they've gone up to like just under $200. The 6-port two-way valves.
Pretty hard to justify.
Not worth it. Whereas it's what, $100 for the pump.
Yeah, actually got them on sale at the moment for $86.
Yeah, so they're not on sale. They're like $100
thereabouts
for another water pump. So we run 2 water pumps to a 2-way switch. Wherever it is, there.
That one right there.
So right now it's on front tanks. We switch it down, goes to the back tank. So it switches off that front tank pump, turns on the back tank pump. A, the pump's cheaper than a 2-way valve, and B, if one pump shits itself, we've always got another pump we can switch to then. So I just think it's way more practical than running a valve.
And it's also foolproof because, like, let's face it, whenever you run out of water, it's always when someone is in the middle of a shower.
It has to be.
And it's dark, it's late, and someone's got to try and go outside and
switch it over. Whereas now you just flick the switch.
It's just so much easier. Literally anyone, including Isabel, could come here and flick the switch over to flick the tanks over, and things can keep running smoothly within seconds. So
that's way better.
Way better option.
We still got our USBs. We got 2 more USBs here. They're 12 volt, and we got 12 volt USBs under the bed for when the table's up, which will be at the bed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Xbox, everything will go down in this corner.
Yeah.
Self-fi, everything will go down there. But that's like the van is 99.9%. We got one bit of flashing to put there.
Yep, to finish that.
Cut and fit our mattress cover until we get like our actual mattress. And pull the awning off. Like that's basically.
That's it, really. Like where
the van's at.
We're so close to being back on the road, guys. It's not funny. We're literally watching. We're watching the clock.
So once again, I know I've said it, but really sorry about the last couple of months. We've basically just tried to get everything done as quick as we can. But like we've said a billion times in the past, we're not made of money. We don't have a big bank account to just smash this out and go. It's chip away at it. So.
And we don't want to bore the crap out of you guys with too much build content.
No video is better than a shit video, I reckon. So.
That's exactly it. Like it's a travel vlog, right? So you don't want to see too much of us just working day to day. So. But
we'll be out of here soon, and I'm freaking itchy footed.
Back to it. We are so excited to get moving.
Yeah. So we won't end it here. We'll go out because in the making of this video.
Oh yeah, there's actually something happening while we're doing this. Two things.
Two things happen. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
So as everyone knows, we've got the Austrail draw fridge now. We are dropping a review on that probably the next couple of days.
Yep, if not same day. Let's just see how we go.
There'll be a review video. Because we highly rate it.
What's the toothpick?
The thing on top of the fridges.
Oh my goodness! I forgot about that.
If anyone was listening just then, they would have picked up on it.
The thing. Oh. At least you're a bit dense like me.
We have our second fridge, and we have a new travel oven.
I noticed something a little different with the travel oven.
Yeah. So the fridge was re-released. I'm not sure. We haven't gone into anything about the Austrail. So the Austrail draw fridge was released as a 30-litre draw fridge. It was never intended as a 30-litre draw fridge. They knew it wasn't a 30-litre draw fridge, but there was a huge marketing debacle.
Error.
And it was released as a 30 on the stickers, not a 20. So straight up, they were out for a couple of weeks. We brought our first one, and then instantly they were recalled.
Yeah.
And then we had to sit around until...
We're a bit devoed, right?
We sat around for what? 2 months? A month? 2 months.
2 months, because we've been using that one for 2 months.
And we rang up the other day, and they've finally been re-released.
They've got them back
So we
out.
have our second fridge.
We literally shot straight over.
Yeah, we weren't missing
and grabbed it. We weren't waiting. The fellas goes, no, there's plenty of stock. We're like, don't go.
They're incredible. They are a wicked draw fridge.
They're a good fridge. Ray likes the fact that it's a good fridge, and I wanted matching fridges.
It had to be matching.
I didn't want 2 different fridges.
Now, as for what's on top, our travel oven.
Yes.
So we've gone with the...
Road
we had our old one, there was nothing wrong with it. It was perfect.
No.
It wasn't flawed in any way.
Don't think we've gotten rid of it because it was crap or anything like that.
We only got rid of it for the simple fact that my old man's got one of these, and as for a family, they're way more practical. For a single person, the little ones are perfect.
Yeah.
But for a family...
I think 2 or more people...
Yeah.
Well, more
so this
than 2
is
people,
the Road Chef Big Bertha. They're huge.
Look at the space in there.
So they come with a baking tray. Now that baking tray would fit a family lasagna, like we have a lot of the veggie bakes and that sort of stuff in there. You can fit like your Weber sized pizza tray, so like your frozen pizzas, the whole pizza fits in there.
Yeah.
They're just so much bigger. You have 2 elements. You have a top and a bottom element.
Yeah.
So you can you can either use the top, the bottom, or both.
Still goes to 180 degrees,
Yeah.
like your normal oven.
But we haven't used it yet.
No.
It's not even hooked up yet.
No. It literally only got here like 2 days ago.
2 days ago, I think.
Not yesterday, the day before.
So basically, right now for the Jeep, where it's sitting, is I've got to get the connector to make the box around the fridges. So there's going to be a false box around the fridge, and then this will sit basically against the roof here with our switches and USBs just here.
Yeah.
But that's literally, that'll happen this week.
And that's
the Jeep. A bit of rubber for on the floor, and then the Jeep's done.
Oh, what else happened since you did the last? Yeah, I just saw them out of the corner of my eye. I was going to say,
so
they weren't done last time.
We have fuel fillers.
Our very attractive fuel fillers.
A bit 1920s, but yeah. So no stuffing around no more. That literally. When it comes off. So that literally goes straight into the fuel tank.
Yeah.
Literally no stuffing around. No, I was going to put fillers in the canopy and everything, but when you've got to take the canopy off.
It was going to be this big bloody debacle, and we just thought it's not.
And then you got to run 1,000,000 meters of piping, and then you get backups and airlocks and.
Yeah, and more susceptible to leaks and all that other business.
This is so much more simple.
Just boom.
Oh, and the canopy's mounted.
Oh.
We've got to paint these black, the bolts black.
Yeah, so don't worry. Before anyone says anything, yes, this is where the jack-off leg brackets go.
Were, yeah. So it's not jack-off no more.
When are you ever going to take, you guarantee most people out there with jack-off canopies probably don't jack them off that often.
Maybe if you live at a house and it's your camping set up and you take it off and put on when you want to go camping.
Yeah, maybe.
But basically if this comes off here, it's because it's getting sold or scrapped. It's not coming on and off and on and off.
We literally spent probably a good day or 2 sitting here trying to mull over, are we ever going to take it off? What would we need to take it off for? Like, so we couldn't come up with anything.
These brackets prove how much of a fluke finding the width of this canopy. So they bolt flat straight on the side of the canopy and straight into the side of the tray on each side. Like the canopy is the exact width of our tray.
Yeah. It's meant to be. That's why we're not going to take it off.
The other thing I've got done is in here.
Oh,
so second battery hooked up to the second alternator. So second alternator is all working, hooked up to that battery, which runs the DC-DC in the car and the Anderson plug if we need the DC-DC in the van.
Yeah. Oh, excuse
so literally the car's pretty well at the done stage too. And if anyone knows of a 35-inch tyre cover, let us know because they're hard to find. Like 33 ones are easy, but 35s.
Within Australia too would be nice.
Oh,
we've definitely found them overseas, but
we want one here in Australia.
It's the shipping time and the elevated shipping costs for coming overseas. Yeah. It's just like, oh, if we could find something in Australia, that would be great.
Yeah. So yeah, that's sort of all come along. What else? Nothing in this side, is there? They've seen all the chargy stuff. Oh yes, there is stuff in this side.
What's in this side?
Well, we've just showed freaking heaps of it.
What?
The lights?
No, I think that was the last one.
That was it? Oh, right. So yeah, everything here is basically the same. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
It's all that finicky stuff, little tiny buttoning up loose ends.
That's what it is. It's buttoning up jobs.
And yeah, we're slowly moving back into the van now.
Yep. Just bit by bit.
Literally, like I'm hoping probably one more video here. And then we're back on the road. So it'll probably be one more video and then we'll do the draw video to where we're going.
Oh yeah, we'll do that right before we leave.
Because we're going somewhere.
Oh.
In the next video I'll show our old canopy and a few little things like that. But yeah, so don't forget to join that not competition, celebration.
Yeah.
So go back to our 1,000 subscriber video, watch that, enter it, because we could be going where you want us to go. So
yeah, and I think like we've said it before, even if you've already jumped on,
even if you've entered, you can enter again.
More than one place, chuck it on there.
Yeah.
We're not worried. No real rules, right? Throw them out the window.
Yeah, that's it. Who
cares?
We'll go anywhere. But yeah, so I think that's everything that's happened.
Anyway, put it that way. That brings you up to speed of
what's been happening
while you haven't seen us for the past few weeks.
That's where we're at now anyway.
Yeah.
So don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've got so many people watching and not subscribed. We need to get everyone subscribing.
Yep. And stick with us.
I promise you we'll be back on the road like in no time.
Don't worry, if we could speed this up and and then when we're there, we would be.
Yeah. But yeah, so thanks to everyone that's been watching the video still and sticking around and not bailing on us.
Thanks for all your comments too. The new people that have joined most recently, we've had a few of you comment to actually tell us that you're a new subscriber, which it's great. Any kind of comment you chuck up there, we love reading them all. We love responding to you guys and chatting with you. So.
And our first video when we leave here will be somewhere we've been without the van.
Oh! Sorry, the penny dropped. I'm thinking.
We won't have the van, but we're going away. And it is somewhere we've been.
Let's just say we've been slogging our butts out here for a few months now working.
We need a holiday.
Hard. We're going to take a very short few-day holiday.
Short,
it's only going to be 2 or 3 nights, guys.
Like I said, we've been there, but we want to show people that so much more to travelling is achievable to anyone. So.
Yes.
Don't forget, like I said, don't forget to like the video, video, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Any comments, messages, do all that good stuff, and we will see you next time.